welcome to Strength Crate. I'd like to welcome our guest, Keegan, the owner and founder of WOD Welder. Hi, Keegan. Will you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Sean. Yes, thank you for having me. A little bit about myself. So obviously, as you said, owner and founder of WOD Welder. My fiance and I started and continue to run that business ourselves. All started a year and a half ago, almost 2 years in January. And it's kind of
Nice. How did WOD Welder start? Where did the idea come from? What kind of got you guys to do it?
Started with actually our own hands, literally. We had just joined a CrossFit gym. We're loving every second of it. We were working out as much as we could, and one day, too many pull-ups in the WOD. We ripped our hands horribly, and we needed to find a solution. We just couldn't take sitting out or nursing our hands back to health. Taking so, we searched around, found a local skincare company, contacted them, and started to work together to put our hand care kit together, and created the product that you see now.
Nice. What made you want to start doing CrossFit that kind of ended up leading to all of this?
Well, just being competitive, I think, growing up, always being involved in sports. My fiance as well, just constantly trying to stay active, whether it was sports, outdoor activities, this or that. And seeing the CrossFit games on TV was a huge motivator. It was like these guys are lifting, running around, look like they're in a gym all the time. It seems awesome. Let's get into it. So as soon as we were done with college, we got into it, and it's been a crazy ride ever since.
Nice. Well, the good thing, the one thing about those guys when you see them on TV is they're jacked, but they're not like, so big that they can't put a spoon in their mouth.
Yeah, clearly. We both love the gym, and obviously the people you see on TV are always in the gym. So it was a little bit of a twist on just a normal, monotonous gym routine, obviously. So we love that aspect. We love the sport and competition aspect of it, and couldn't wait to dive into it. And like I said, it's been a fun ride ever since.
Awesome. Well, so basically, why do you feel that like hand care is so important when it comes to training, especially like CrossFit?
Um, how we feel about it is that any sort of, damaged skin, whether it's a torn callus, it could be, a nagging shin rub, or, from deadlifts or cleans, or any rash on your thighs, either from anything, any sort of skin irritation or damage is going to either inhibit your work down the line. For some people, hand injuries cause them to have to take days off from the gym. So, especially starting with, focusing on the callus maintenance and care, we really wanted to, keep people in the gym doing what they enjoyed, try and rid, the whole, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Is it, proud to be shedding blood, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The calluses are ripped off, and it's like this, this trophy thing, whereas we were like, no, this is not a trophy. You can't win a trophy if you can't get on the bar. So, we'd rather walk away with a medal than, our calluses torn off. So, we really wanted to focus on education of callus maintenance, hand care, skin care, to keep people in the gym and, off the injured reserve. So,
I could agree with you more on that. Like, I remember when I got into CrossFit, I actually was starting to develop gloves, and I hated the fact that they were like, "Oh, you're such a whatever if you use gloves and you use belts." And I'm like, "But why?" It's like that's an injury. It's not only that, but it's not sanitary when I'm bleeding all over your bar and someone's about to jump right on that after me. Like, there's just all these problems with that mantra that I couldn't take. So yeah, I think that's awesome. I'm glad that people are getting educated on that fact that it's not like a badge of honor, that it's an injury and it's not going to get you any farther in what you're trying to do.
yeah, yep. Yeah,
So
badge of honor. That's perfect. That's what I was going for.
yeah, that's the way I always look at it. So, you know, because you see all the CrossFitters on Instagram with all the torn hands. Like some of them have no hand left. Like why is that fun in any way?
Yeah, and I mean, so sometimes, we've seen cases where it's unavoidable. Any outside workout where your pull-up bar heats up, and if there's no sort of protection, or that barbell is at an unsafe temperature, then your skin can only withstand so much. But being aware of how to treat your skin, prevent and maintain sort of callus or area that is in contact with metal, chalk, this and that
Right.
is the focus of our business, and is going to help you in the long run.
Well, I actually thought that was a huge problem this year at the games was that the bars were so hot that it didn't matter what you did unless they had gloves on. It was like a 150-degree bar you're touching. Something's gonna happen to your hand.
Yeah, that's a burn,
Yeah.
so.
So what did you? So you guys have this pretty cool product that I was looking at online that I personally think I'm going to go and get. Your muscle bath bomb. Can you explain to people like why did you come up with it? How does that work? How do people use it?
Yeah, so that our bath bombs are, our spin off of just a regular Epsom salt bath. So we have a couple key ingredients in there, one being Epsom salt. We have baking soda in there, which is great for your skin. Citric acid, which provides the fizzy, you plop it in your bath and it all fizzles away. We wanted that to happen just because it's cool looking. It's like this whole just effect that's just going to add to your bath. But it also helps to keep the bath bombs molded together. So, a couple different purposes there. Then we added milk thistle, which is great for detoxification, and is actually a great hangover cure. If anybody out there, needs to know. Take a bath after a long night of drinking, or and there you go. And then aloe vera, which we try and keep in most of our products. It's just a great healer. It's used across the world, not only for healing, but just as a relaxing scent. There's many functional purposes for aloe vera. But yeah, so our bath bomb, plop it in your bath. It's meant to help you relax, soothe your muscles after a long day. It'll also the aloe will help to heal up any sort of cuts or abrasions, as we were talking about earlier. We recommend, in a warm bath, sitting there for, at least 25 to 30 minutes and enjoy.
Nice. So I'm going to be able to buy that when I go to Vegas and throw it in my bath when I'm there.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
I think
Man.
I think that's perfect. I think that's a market you're missing with that. If it's going to help with hangovers, there's plenty of people who buy it out there.
That's a good point. Maybe we'll put some different packaging on our bath bombs and bring them out to Vegas.
Yeah, I think so. Just sell it to the hotels, man. Don't even sell it to the store.
Yeah.
So here, this is going to come on a little bit after we send out our crate on the 15th, but we're very excited that everyone's going to have some of your new odor spray in there, your deodor spray in there. So you mind telling everybody a little about that, how you came up with it, what they can expect, how they can use it, things along those lines?
Yeah. Our deodorizing spray is a spin of our odor sachets that we do, or sacks. Yes. Um, so where we went from there, um, those were a huge hit, um, and people, not only were they seeing it functional for shoes, gym bags, or cars, it was going in people's sock drawers. They couldn't get enough. They wish they were either lasting longer, or we were getting such a high volume of requests and orders for these that we were like, oh, we gotta take this and run with it. So what we wanted to do is create something that would last a little bit longer, and had a little bit different. We worked with another local company that is professional in manufacturing sprays, and our own aspects into the spray in terms of our
Uh, Keegan,
odor. Yeah,
sorry, you
my
broke up there right after what makes yours different.
yeah. Okay, no
Sorry.
problem. Um, so I was it was Where'd I leave off?
Where the spray gets different?
Okay, from our odor crushers.
Right.
Okay, so the odor crusher spray is different from the sachets in terms of we wanted this product to last a little bit longer and have a different application. So with the sachets, obviously you're placing them in either your shoes, your gym bag, your sock drawer. With the spray, you can take it wherever you need to go. Spray our product, on anything that smells bad or that needs some caring for in terms of the odor department, and move on with your day. It will deodorize first and foremost, add a little bit of our peppermint eucalyptus scent, and then that slowly will fizz away so that it's not too overbearing. So when we were creating this product, we really wanted to make sure that it was functional for people who were either, we made a bigger size to keep in your home, made a smaller size to bring with you either for your locker, your car, or this and that. So, we're excited for it to hit the market. It's been out for a couple weeks. We're excited for it to get in your guys' box and can't wait for your subscribers to see it and use it.
Yeah, same with us. And I think the great thing about that too is, living in Austin, and it's freaking hot here all the way till November, is, you get out of a box, you get out of a gym, any gym for that matter, because it's just so hot here. You're drenched in sweat, you sit in your car, you have cloth seats, even leather seats, and let that nastiness get in your seats. That's a great way to just kind of get all that stuff out of there. Yeah, so that's awesome. I'm excited to use it. I know I'm personally going to be buying some for myself, so I'm happy to try that out. So what do you think is your most popular product that people are just getting up, using all the time?
Still by far our hand care kit. It's been our bread and butter from day one. And I think it's not only because we spent so much time educating, many different, aspects of the fitness market on it, but it really serves a functional purpose. Did I break up there?
No, you're good.
Got me. It serves a functional purpose, and people from day one have just seemed to love it.
Does it serve a purpose outside of the gym as well?
Yeah, when we started, we were really focusing on callus maintenance, hand care maintenance, but actually, which is the result of getting out in the market and having people buy our product. We've seen so many customers come back to us saying, "I'm a runner. I use this on my feet. It helps my blisters." We've had some moms who have said, nothing's really helped my stretch marks or this or that, and have used our cream on some of their stretch marks, and all of a sudden, the stretch marks are reduced or nearly gone. And we've had psoriasis customers who can't find any medical topical treatment, and all of a sudden they're using our cream and symptoms are gone. So it's been really cool to see this product that we thought was kind of limited to one aspect, or what we really pushed, has turned out to serve a purpose in many aspects of people's lives. So
man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I didn't know there was those extra benefits to it, which I think is fantastic. There's probably a lot of runners out there who would never have thought to have done it, especially after running like a half marathon or a marathon. I know my wife's feet were bad after doing that. I mean, even with a good pair of shoes, that's just a lot of running.
It's crazy amount of running. I hats off to your wife and people who are running marathons and half marathons, because, man, I can't do it.
Oh no, I can't do it. Running's not my cup of tea. My friends call me just like an ape. I like to pick up things that are heavy and put them back down. We're good. After that, I'm done.
Yeah, was that you in that PF commercial? I picked things
No,
up,
I
put
don't
them
pick
down.
up.
Yeah.
Not at all. So tell us a little bit about your athletes. I was looking through your sponsored athlete sections, and I think it was really awesome. I saw that you're sponsoring a teenage athlete by the name of Logan. Can you tell us a little about Logan and how you guys came to sponsor him?
Yes, Logan. We have two Logans that we sponsor. Logan Jenkins was our first Logan, and Logan Griffith our second. is the young man you're talking about, and he is tremendous. He's very motivating to not only us, but he is a young lifter. How we came across Logan, he actually reached out to us, said that his hands were taking a beating, and was looking for some relief in terms of, maybe we could hook him up with a hand care kit so we could try it out. Maybe we would be willing to help sponsor him. And at first we were a little bit, I don't want to say skeptical, but intrigued with a teenage, like I said, a teenage boy reaching out to us looking for not only sponsorship, but he was his email was so eloquently written. I strive to write emails like this guy because he is amazing, but he just seemed very mature for his age. So, I met with my fiance, met with a couple other people on our team, and we went over, we looked at not only what he was doing in the gym, but his attitude, what we felt like he represented as a young man and as a young weightlifter, and we're more than happy to bring him on the team and want to support him in his goals. Like I said, not only in the gym but outside of the gym. So
I think that's awesome that you guys are sponsoring a youth athlete, just especially now, especially in the CrossFit industry, as they're having with the teams and things like that to help someone. I think a lot of people don't know this. This is our fourth interview, so we've had a few conversations about it. But last time we talked, you talked about how like his aspirations, and you guys are helping him to push and reach his goals, and that's very inspirational. It's an awesome thing that you guys are doing for someone like that, and not a lot of companies would be willing to do that because sometimes there's not always an upside for you, but that's just great, and that just speaks a lot about who you guys are as a company as well, and I think that's awesome.
yeah, I mean, we really, especially with Logan, one of the things off the bat that we wanted to establish with him was that no added pressure. We didn't want, in terms of once we took him on as a sponsored athlete, we wanted to make sure that he didn't feel any pressure. You're still in school, focus on what you need to do in terms of your education. Obviously, the dedication to his weightlifting is there, but also we didn't want him to feel pressure in terms of performance. So go out there, you're already a phenomenal athlete. Continue on the path that you're on. We'll be there to support you every step of the way. And the sky's the limit, really. He's a pretty special kid. So
Nice. I like that. Well, I wish good things for him. Can't wait to see him in the future.
yeah,
So basically, now that you're an entrepreneur and working, I'm sure, crazy hours as they all do, and how do you balance the work life and gym and family life, and how do you kind of keep it all together? Because there's a lot of people who are out there just like, at Strength Crate, we're all about not creating excuses, finding a way, and for me, that's been really hard living that life when you're up till 3 o'clock every night and getting up at 7:30 to kind of hit the grind. But how does someone like that? How do you find a way to keep going and doing it?
yeah. And thank you. I mean, you guys as well, operating, a business, it gets tough, but I think, making sure that you can set goals and set aside time for yourself, find something that you can totally decompress, whether it be, for most of us, I would say it would be the gym, or whether it's making sure that you can go run for, a little bit out of each day, or reading, maybe before bed. Everybody has this little um, piece of, I guess I'll say, happy place, or a little piece of heaven that they can find throughout the day. And it's just really important to make sure that aspect doesn't get overshadowed by whether it's work, stress, family. You can't love anybody before you love yourself. So taking the time for yourself, and it doesn't have to be hours out of the day, because nobody has hours out of the day, but could be an hour-long workout, like I said, 15 to 30-minute, decompress time, reading a book before bed. But just making sure that happens, and keeping yourself happy, I think, is the key.
Yeah, I actually, like you said, it doesn't have to be hours out of the day. And before I started Strength Crate, like I was hardcore into hardcore lifting and 2-hour workouts, just pounding the heavy weights. And now that I'm doing this, I'm like, I've got to go back to CrossFit because I have a 30-minute workout. I can't be in there for 2 hours doing 5x5s and all these heavy sets anymore. It just takes forever. It's not enough time to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I completely agree with that. It's all about finding a little amount of time, taking advantage of it, and just doing it. So, you've got your level 1 cert, and can you tell everybody kind of like, any advice when it comes to training, any mistakes you'd see, or things that you learned, or any plans on opening a box with that level 1 cert?
I don't think right now. I'm pretty happy where I'm at. I have my level 1, and I help coach three times a week at our local gym. And for that, that's kind of a mandatory relief from, our job, running and operating WOD Welder, and like any other, anything else that comes along. But for right now, no, I think what we have going on is enough to focus on. And I think the biggest thing that I see is that, I think just as humans, we strive to be better at just about everything. And, everybody sets goals, but taking a step back and putting those goals in order and in a reasonable order that is, achievable, I think is the biggest aspect of success, whether it be inside or outside of the gym.
Huh, I agree completely. And so what's your favorite workout?
My favorite workout. Let's see. Ooh, that's a tough
That's a
question.
tough one.
I'm gonna say, I'm kind of a sucker for longer metcons, and I'm starting to love heavier work in mechs. So, but with that being said, I'm not gonna say a workout with a barbell at all. I'm gonna have to go with Murph actually.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I think just the mental grind, the physical grind. I like it. I like to embrace it, and I'm gonna go with that for right now. It's probably gonna change next time I do Murph. I'm gonna cry, and it's gonna be horrible, but and then I'll say I'll never do it again, and then I'll love it and do it again. So
That's true. Have you done lumberjack?
what's that?
Have you done the lumberjack workout?
Lumberjack 20?
Yeah.
Yes, I have done that. I've done that many times. I do like that workout.
That is a
And that's right
grind.
along the lines of a longer Metcon with some barbell. So actually, that's a great example. I do like that workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured since you said Murph, I'm like, and you like the long grind, I'm like, that's a hell of a grind doing that one.
Yeah, I know. It was fun to watch it at the games this year. That made me pretty excited. So
Well, I posted this on our site, so if you want to try this workout, my friend made this crazy, horrible concoction of a workout. It's basically like a reverse Fran with another type of Fran in it, but it's 400-meter run, 21 overhead squats, 21 push-ups, 400-meter run, 9 thrusters, 9 pull-ups, and then you reverse it down 21, 15, 9, 9, 15, 21. In between
yeah.
each set's 400-meter run at 95 pounds.
Jeez,
Yeah.
you guys are down there killing yourself in Texas.
Well, I'm like, I haven't done a CrossFit workout in a few months, and I was like, I've been lifting heavy, let's try it. And he goes, do this. I'm like, I had a scale.
Yeah,
It's
welcome
horrible.
back.
I had a whole backpack.
You can't move for a week, and you're like, oh, I'll see you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's not the way you start someone back into a CrossFit workout.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, it's just more just trying to get me, friends being assholes to each other.
Yeah, of course.
So, final question: what kind of keeps you motivated in the business, in the gym?
What keeps me motivated is that um, I want to say that I'm never my personality. I'm never quite satisfied inside and outside of the gym, which is horrible at times. When you have things, something great happens and it's a high for a moment, and then I just kind of try and get rid of it. Try not to dwell on it. It happened. Achieved a goal. That it really translate, like you said, inside and outside of the gym. Hit a PR, great. That's what I was, it's what I was working towards, whether it be a PR back squat or something. what can I get to next? Let's set another goal, make it even more challenging. Same with the business. Let's get our product here. Let's, get out in terms of in the community and do this. And once that happens, set another goal, and grow from there. So I guess never being quite satisfied would be my biggest motivator. So.
Man, it was almost like you were born to be an entrepreneur with that kind of natural instinct right there.
I guess, to be honest, I never would have. I think that I always had entrepreneurial tendencies, maybe in that aspect, but I would have never guessed that, this would be my life right now. It's been an awesome ride, and learning every day. I didn't go to school for business or anything, so for anybody that is worried, or maybe they have a great idea for a business but never really, like I said, went to school for business or has taken any business classes, it's not a problem. I would say jump headfirst into it, and you're going to learn along the way. So,
Yeah. Now I have to ask this question just because I want to know, how many employees do you guys have?
we, full time is just Audra and I, my fiance, and we have a couple other people who help us out and have really been influential in the growth and development of WOD Welder. Some family members of ours who have experience in business and just are great teachers, have been great resources for us to learn from, and so we get some advice and knowledge from them, and a long way. So, but that's so far for right now.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
Nice. Well, that's great that you guys can do that full time. I can't wait till we get there. That's fantastic.
You'll get there sooner than later, and then it's gonna happen, and it's gonna feel great.
Yeah, I'm excited that Dad can announce that.
Yeah, I think I think that surprises a lot of people. I mean, like, just we get a lot of. I feel like people think that we're some huge company because we try and we really work hard and we try and get involved in everything possible, and just it's really just us. We're still very small in that aspect, but really growing in terms of our reach, globally, and where we can get our product. But a little hard work goes a long way. So
No, it's true, and it's it is funny that people think that you're like some big company when you're like it's just us. We're having a conversation with our friends out in Denver, and they own like Brute Force and things along those lines, and they're talking to us and they're like, oh yeah, a customer emailed me and they're like, oh, you're the CEO, and then finally he goes, yeah, I'm the CEO of a 3-person company, but yeah, you're talking directly to the CEO.
yeah, I know. It's just us reading the info accounts for right now, and people are looking to get up the chain, but the info account is the chain. So
Can't go any higher. Sorry.
yeah.
That's awesome. We want to tell everyone where they can go buy some WOD Welder products, and if they have any questions, where they can get some answers.
Of course, www.wodwelder.com is where you'll find all of our products. We do wholesale to some bigger companies, but everything, and we have with everything retail, and we have some special offers on wodwelder.com. So if you're looking for items, you can definitely go there. Social media. Instagram, Twitter @WODWelder, Facebook is WOD Welder Hand Care, and I believe that's where we are right now. Oh, we have a Pinterest as well @WOD Welder. That is definitely not my thing. I'm getting better at it. I'll cook some stuff off Pinterest for sure. There's some great recipes on there, but I do not manage the WOD Welder Pinterest.
You're not a pinner?
No, I'm learning. I'm learning. It's a ongoing process. My goal is to have maybe 5 likes from a pin. So once I get there, I'll get to 10 and so on. So we'll go from there.
There's back to goal-oriented mindset again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andres, my business partner, his wife handles our Pinterest. I'm like, yeah, no idea. Wasn't for that, we wouldn't have a Pinterest account.
Oh, it's everything that I see is a fantastic marketing tool.
Oh,
I just have to get into it. I still don't fully understand it. I don't know if it's just my brain or something, but it's a little bit of a learning curve right now, but I'll get there.
Nice. Well, awesome. Well, Keegan, that was awesome, man. I really appreciate your time, and hopefully get some people to go visit the site and learn a lot about WOD Welder and what you guys are all about.